Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Chief Guest of the ceremony, Honorable Vice President of India, Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu ji has arrived. Honorable Vice President of India and Chief Guest of the occasion, Shri M. Venkaiah ji, Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha and Chief Guest of Honor, Shri Harivansh ji, Leader of the Rajya Sabha, Union Minister and Guest of Honor, Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji, who is just going to join us in a few minutes. Leader of Opposition in Rajya Sabha, former Chief Minister and Guest of Honor, Shri Ghulam Nabi Azad ji, MP Rajya Sabha and Leader of Trinamool Congress in Rajya Sabha, Shri Derek O'Brien ji, who is going to join us very soon. Three-term MP Rajya Sabha and eminent jurist, Dr. Abhishek Singhvi ji, President Shri Oswal Singh Sabha, Shri Ken Bhandari ji, fellow parliamentarians, eminent guests in the audience, members of the press and media, ladies and gentlemen. I, on behalf of Marudhar Kalyan Samiti, take this immense pleasure to welcome you all to the virtual book release this evening of the book titled Parliamentary Messenger in Rajasthan, Education and Health Initiatives of Dr. Abhishek Singhvi. The book would be released by the Honorable Vice President of India, Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu ji, along with all the dignitaries present. I especially take this opportunity, sir, to thank and welcome Honorable Vice President of India for his kind presence and gracious consent to grace this occasion. At this point of time, as an introductory remark, I'd like to place on record that this book of Dr. Singhvi lists the social welfare projects that as a member of parliament in a long career, which reflects his MP-led initiatives over 12 years of upper house membership from Rajasthan, and demonstrates through this book the effective use of his MP-led funds, which is truly impressive. His creative impulses are in full display. For example, the provision of sitting benches for passengers on railway platforms, to his significance in terms of health and other educational initiatives. I also take this opportunity to take a few words about Dr. Singhvi. He is a senior three-term sitting MP, a former chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Law and Justice, was India's youngest designated senior advocate at the age of only 34, and India's youngest appointed additional Solicitor General only at the age of 37, way back in 1997. A well-known author, columnist, he has authored remarkable books From the Trenches in 2020, as well as in End 2020 in October, his PhD thesis, Emergency Parser Comparative Common Law Analysis, had also been published by Springer. At this point of time, I also want to place on record that the book being released today has the various endorsements of all the leading political parties and their leaders in the Rajya Sabha, from Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji, Shri Ghulam Nabi Azad ji, Shri Derek O'Brien ji, Shri Tiruchi Siva ji, Shri A. Navneet Krishnan ji, Dr. K. Keshav Rao ji, Shri Vijay Sai Reddy ji, Shri Satish Chandra Mishra ji, Shri Prasanna Acharya ji, Shri Premchand Gupta ji, Shri Sanjay Singh ji, and Shri Sanjay Raut ji. It is an immense pleasure and a privilege that today we are going ahead on this parliamentary journey through this wonderful insight. As we await for Shri Derek O'Brien ji, may I request Dr. Abhishek Singhvi ji, MP Rajya Sabha, eminent jurist, and whose work of 12 years in the upper house has culminated in this book, to specially address us at this occasion. Thank you.
Honorable Vice President Shri Naidu, Honorable Deputy Chairperson Shri Harivansh, both of whom give the fact that they run houses with minute precision, but bang on time. Union Minister Shri Gehlot, whose people have just telephoned to say he's about to join. Honorable Leader of the Opposition, Mr. Azad, Shri Derek O'Brien, who has also apparently telephoned that he's having some technical issue, but he'll join shortly. my dear friend Mr. Saspit Patra, Shri K.N. Bhandari, colleague members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen. I am truly beholden to the Honorable Vice President of India for doing me the honor of releasing this book, and to Shri Harivansh for writing such a generous and comprehensive foreword. It is a symbol of their commitment to social welfare initiatives and their affection for members of this house like me that they have been gracious in readily agreeing to do this at short notice, and that too at the start of a busy parliamentary session. The Vice President has had a long track record of grassroots public service in his home state of Andhra Pradesh and elsewhere in India, long before adorning this august constitutional office. The Deputy Chairperson has been a bundle of energy in the reporting, in the analyzing, the messaging of such social welfare initiatives in his earlier avatar as a grassroots journalist and then as an intrepid editor. No better combination of persons could have done me this honor. Shri Thawarchand Gehlot as leader of the House and Shri Ghulam Nabi Azad as leader of the opposition complete and complement this bipartisan cross-political picture. And may we welcome Mr. Thawarchand Gehlot, who has just joined. Complements this bipartisan cross-political picture, particularly apposite since MPLAD funds are intended to be used for public good and not riven by narrow considerations of partisan politics. Similarly, the warm and extremely laudatory sentiments of leaders of over 12 political parties, referred to by Mr. Patra a moment ago, reflecting every major grouping of the upper house, is a sign not only of their affection for me, but for genuine support for such work. Mr. Derek O'Brien has been kind enough as leader of one of those 12 parties to join us today, but I would like to profusely thank each one of you. And Mr. Patra, of course, a new and young entrant to the House with a lot of dynamism and zeal for good work. This book, authored by someone who has seen and done a lot of social welfare in Rajasthan, Mr. Bhandari, is an account of just under 400 projects I undertook in the 5 arid, dry western districts of Rajasthan, namely starting from my home district of Jodhpur and extending to Pali, Barmer, Jalore and Jaisalmer from 2006 to 2018. From day one, I had decided to focus on education and health as 2 of the most needed ameliorations in that region. I was surprised to find that no government hospital, for example, in any of these 5 district headquarters, except Jodhpur being the only exception, had a dialysis machine. And people had to travel from far-flung areas to Jodhpur for this. And of course, remember, Rajasthan is very far-flung in these arid western districts. Distances are great. It was so satisfying to provide 1 machine each to government hospitals in each of these 5 districts. Then again, some stretches of the road in the Sumerpur area of Pali had been historically excessively accident-prone, and a fully equipped mobile ambulance brought a lot of relief to suffering commuters. I must here publicly acknowledge the promptitude with which Shri Piyush Goyal, then Union Railway Minister, agreed to my suggestion to include provision of benches on railway platforms within the MPLAD ambit. Incidentally, it was not there prior to that. It was not covered. Despite several bureaucratic wrangles and delays, and hundreds of those steel benches now adorn a large number, innumerable railway stations in that western parched region of Rajasthan. This book lists, friends, and describes almost 400 such projects, and I've only given you a thumbnail sketch, and includes classrooms to full small schools, medical care units for newborn infants to digital X-ray machines, fully equipped cardiac care units to computers for students, and many, many more similar examples. I must confess that I am particularly proud that I was the first to get the Bharati Foundation from Punjab to Rajasthan to establish primary schools in the middle of nowhere, literally, in the interiors of rural Rajasthan, with the condition that these schools should be of the standard, only primary, not beyond primary, to which city folks like you and me are prepared to send their children. And if you see some of them now, their glittering and fully equipped infrastructure and top-class hygiene standards are a sight to see to this day. And I repeat, they are in that sense in the middle of nowhere. Prime Minister Modi's salutary initiative of adopting a village gave me the opportunity of developing village Mandoli in Jalore district. And Sri Harivansh has been kind enough to devote a whole paragraph to the remarkable transformation of that remote village in the foreword, which he has kindly and graciously written to this book. A word about MPLAD before I end. Though it is no more operative, at least currently, the government should seriously consider bringing it back in a better, more optimistic, non-COVID climate. Its power of public good is truly humongous. I remember, well before I became even a member of parliament, how a senior retired Chief Justice, Justice Venkatramaiah, had once, many, many moons ago, opined that this scheme was unconstitutional, as supposedly illegally mixing up legislative and executive roles. Not only then had I disagreed with him before becoming a member of parliament, but I'm now happy to note that we have walked many, many miles since then. There, of course, may be doubting Thomases and also trenchant critics. There will always be there, and abuses of the scheme no doubt exist, as indeed abuses exist of all good initiatives. But that can and should never be any ground to throw the baby out with the bathwater and deny the highly desirable benefits of this scheme to the Aam Aadmi. Honorable Vice President, sir, Mr. Deputy Chairperson, all the honorable dignitaries, the Union Minister, the Leader of the Opposition, Mr. Derek O'Brien, Mr. Patra, Mr. Bhandari, my profound gratitude once again to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Singhvi, for the wonderful words and the insights that you have provided us, which gives us a glimpse into the goodness that this book holds. I'd like to welcome Honorable Minister and the Leader of the Rajya Sabha, Shri Thawar-Chand Gehlot ji. He has joined us. And as we await the joining of Mr. Derek O'Brien ji, may I proceed with the program, and may I request it's an honor, in fact, to invite our next guest for this evening. He is a statesman who cuts across party lines in India. He is widely respected for his statesmanship and large-hearted, inclusive leadership. He is one of the most respected senior political leaders of India, and our guest of honor this evening, the Leader of Opposition in Rajya Sabha and former Chief Minister Shri Ghulam Nabi Azad ji. I take this honor and privilege to invite Shri Ghulam Nabi Azad ji for addressing us this evening. Sir. Sir, you're on mute, sir. You're on mute, sir. Thank you.
माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति आज की इस फंक्शन में हमें गौरव है, हमें खुशी है कि माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति जी हमारे बीच में हैं, चीफ गेस्ट की हैसियत से। हमारे साथ माननीय डिप्टी चेयरमैन राज्यसभा के हैं, माननीय ताराचंद गहलोत साहब जी हैं, और जो दुल्हा है आज की फंक्शन का, जिसके लिए हम सब जमा हुए हैं, डॉक्टर अभिषेक सिंघवी जी और शासमित पत्रा जी, डेरेक ओब्रायन जी अभी आए नहीं हैं, और भंडारी जी और मेरे साथियों। मैं सोच रहा था कि मैं अभिषेक सिंघवी जी के बारे में बात करूं कि डॉक्टर एल एम सिंघवी जी के बारे में बात करूं। और सच अगर माने तो मैं डॉक्टर एल एम सिंघवी जी को ज्यादा जानता था जितना उनके सुपुत्र अभिषेक सिंघवी जी को जानता हूं। उनके साथ हम पार्लियामेंट में इकट्ठे रहे और मेरे ख्याल में बड़े डॉक्टर सिंघवी साहब वो जूरिस्ट थे, पार्लियामेंटेरियन थे, स्कॉलर थे, राइटर थे और डिप्लोमेट थे। तो अभिषेक सिंघवी जी एक बहुत बड़े लेजेंड के सुपुत्र हैं और मुझे खुशी इस बात की कि ये भी उन्हीं कदमों पे जा रहे हैं। ये सबसे ब्राइटेस्ट वकील हैं इस वक्त हमारे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के। पार्लियामेंट में मुश्किल से पकड़ना पड़ता है, वरना इनकी मांग पूरे हिंदुस्तान में है। लेकिन मुझे समझ में नहीं आता ये इतना समय कहां से निकालते हैं। एक बिजी लॉयर के होते बिल्कुल अपने पिताजी के नक्शो कदम पे चल रहे हैं। जैसे मैंने कहा कि एक बहुत अच्छे जूरिस्ट और पार्लियामेंटेरियन, स्कॉलर, राइटर और डिप्लोमेट थे। बाकी चीजें इन्होंने सब ले ली उनकी, अब खाली डिप्लोमेट बाकी रह बचा है। बाकी सब चीजें तकरीबन तकरीबन इन्होंने इमिग्रेट की है उनसे। तो मुझे गौरव है कि मैं दोनों को बहुत अच्छी तरह जानते हैं। पिताजी इनके भी हमारे साथ कुलीग रहे और ये भी कुलीग रहे। उनको सुनने का और उनका आशीर्वाद, हमसे बड़ी उम्र में थे और पिता से मानते हैं, बहुत आदर करते थे। मैं जब लंदन एक दफा गया तो उन्हें मालूम हुआ कि मैं लंदन में हूँ, मैं दोस्त की ठहरा था और दूसरे वक्त गाड़ी आई और मालूम हुआ कि मेरा सामान गुम हो गया है और मैं ढूंढ रहा हूँ कहाँ है। कहा वो हाई कमिश्नर साहब ने सामान आपका उठा के और अपने हाई कमीशन ले गए हैं, कहें कि आप बाहर कैसे रुक सकते हैं। तो इस तरह के संबंध हमारे हैं। बहुत सारे लोगों को ये ख्याल रहता है कि एमपी लैड खराब होता है। मैं चीफ मिनिस्टर और मिनिस्टर के रूप में भी देखा हूं कि जितनी बहुत सारी हमारी स्कीमें होती सरकारी सेक्टर में, कितना ही भी आप अंकुश लगाएं, बहुत प्रिफरेज हो जाता है। सरकारी फंड्स में सड़क बनाएं, हॉस्पिटल बनाएं, आप इक्विपमेंट दें, लेकिन उनसे बहुत कम लीकेज एमपी लैड में होती है, क्योंकि यहाँ एमपी लैड उसकी रेख देख में हो जाता है। और एक सबसे बड़ी चीज होती है, वो एमपी पर निर्भर होता है कि क्या वो खाली अपने वोटर्स को खुश करने के लिए 1 लाख, 2 लाख, 4 लाख इधर उधर देता है। जो अच्छा मेंबर पार्लियामेंट होता है वो एसेट क्रिएट करता है, उसमें चाहे काम भी उसको दे दे, लेकिन साथ साथ एसेट क्रिएट करने। मैं अभी तक सोचता था कि मैं शायद एमपीज में बेस्ट होऊंगा इन एसेट क्रिएशन, लेकिन आज मैं ये बुक पढ़ रहा था कि एसेट क्रिएशन में अभिषेक सिंघवी जी हमसे भी ज्यादा नंबर ले गए एसेट क्रिएशन। और विशेष रूप से उन्होंने जो बैकवर्ड एरियाज लिए हैं, जैसलमेर जैसे एरियाज में, बाड़मेर जैसे एरियाज में, जो बॉर्डर एरिया है, वहाँ हॉस्पिटल की कमी होती है, स्कूल की कमी होती है, इक्विपमेंट की कमी होती है, रोड्स की कमी होती है। तो इस तरह से उन्होंने मेरे ख्याल में सोशल सेक्टर में भी, एजुकेशन और हेल्थ की तरफ जो ध्यान दिया है, बहुत कम देते हैं। मैं उनको अपनी तरफ से हार्दिक बधाई देना चाहता हूँ और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि हमारे जो मेंबर्स ऑफ पार्लियामेंट हैं, लोकसभा और राज्यसभा, उनके बीच में भी अगर बटी जाए तो बहुत सारे हमारे मेंबर्स ऑफ पार्लियामेंट इंस्पायर हो जाएंगे इनकी इस बुक से और वही काम करेंगे। एक दफा मैं इनको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ इस काम के लिए, इस कार्य के लिए जो उन्होंने किया। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, Shri Ghulam Nabi Azad ji. In fact, your suggestion to have this shared and distributed with the honorable members of parliament in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha is truly a very remarkable suggestion. And a young member of parliament like me can learn so much, and people like me can learn so much from such a book which provides that. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, as we await Shri Derek O'Brien ji to join in, there's some technical issues he's facing. We will move on to the next aspect on the agenda, which is the book release. The release of the book, which is the Parliamentary Messenger in Rajasthan, Education and Health Initiatives of Dr. Abhishek Singhvi ji. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We had an electricity outage. I'm very sorry for that. My apologies to all of you. We suddenly went all off, and again we came back. But it was sooner and quicker. And I thank you all for your time and your patience. So I think Dr. Singhvi is battling it through at the moment, and he will be joining us in probably a couple of minutes, and then probably we'll proceed ahead. In the meantime, sir, may I request, since we have Sri Thawarchand Gehlot ji with us, who is the leader of the Rajya Sabha. Okay, I think Dr. Singhvi has joined in. So I will move on to Sri Gehlot ji right after we have the book launch. And may I request Sri Honorable Vice President of India, Sri Venkaiah Naidu ji, to release this book by his gracious presence. May I request all the dignitaries to kindly hold up their copies along with me when the Honorable Vice President releases the book, please. Honorable Vice President to kindly release the book. Thank you so much. Harivansh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Thawarchand ji. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Honorable Vice President, for releasing the book with your gracious presence and your wonderful smile, which endears all of us. Thank you, sir. May I request the Honorable Vice President of India, Sri M. Venkaiah Naidu ji, for his kind address. I must say, Honorable Vice President of India has been a true inspiration to the parliamentarians, both inside the House and outside the House, and his gracious presence and his leadership has truly been remarkable. And with these words, may I request the Honorable Vice President of India to kindly address us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Vice President of India, Sri M. Venkaiah Naidu ji.
Sri Harivansh ji, Deputy Chairman, Rajya Sabha, Sri Thawarchand Gehlot ji, Leader of the House and Minister, Sri Ghulam Nabi Azad ji, Leader of the Opposition in our House, Rajya Sabha, Dr. Abhishek Singhvi ji, Sri Sasmit Patra ji, Sri Kailash Nath Bhandari ji, Sri Rick O'Brien. I could see him, but in between he got disconnected. I think he will be joining us. Friends, I have a really great pleasure in releasing this book written by Dr. K.N. Bhandari ji and the health and education initiatives undertaken through the MP scheme and the recommendation of Dr. Abhishek Singhvi in Rajasthan over 12 years from 2006 to 2018. I was just looking at the cover of this book publication. Dr. Singhvi, looking a little envious, too smart in Jodhpur suit, looking like a young prince of Rajasthan.
Sir, it's my baldness also.
Singhvi ji is very dynamic, very intelligent, and very articulative and impressive, all in one. I had the fortune of working with his father, late L.M. Singhvi ji, and it was a great treat to hear his lectures on Indian culture and heritage and variety of legal issues. Those were my early days when he came to Delhi and got in contact with him when I was in a political party. during Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee's tenure. He was a giant, as was explained by Ghulam Nabi ji, intellectual giant, and also sobriety, urbanity, scholarliness, politeness, and positivity in his thoughts and actions. I was really very much impressed because he held many responsibilities and he performed in excellent manner whatever responsibility that was given to him. Today, the book that is just now released by me, the idea of this book is to make the message down to the other members of parliament. This book illustrates the power of doing public good through sound, targeted, and efficient use of MP-led funds. While going through some of its pages, I was impressed by many examples of how it has touched the lives of so many people in education and health sector in the backward region of Rajasthan. I consider that this is an excellent example for other parliamentarians to look and consider making the best use of these funds paid under MP LADs. Some of the examples given by Dr. Singhvi just now in his address underscore the importance of designing initiatives which are both innovative and location specific. Railway platform benches and ambulances on specific stretches of accident-prone roads are region-specific initiatives, dialysis missions. Dialysis missions are the dire necessity. And taking them to every district hospital in that remote area was really a very good initiative. Setting up fires in the arid and parched areas of western Rajasthan are schemes that address critical needs of the people of this area. I'm glad that this book documents the work done by Dr. Singhvi as a parliamentarian. He's a multifaceted personality like his father, who blends and balances his professional and political roles deftly. He also leads an active public life. As a third-time sitting MP, he is also an author and a commentator. It was really a pleasure to hear him on television, to hear him in parliament. So impressive. And he combines that his wisdom with hard work and study. That is what is required. As the chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Law and Justice, many years ago, he came in for a lot of praise, especially for the skillful and deft handling of the Lokpal Bill and the drawing up of a near unanimous committee report written in a very lucid manner. Members of the upper house have always listened to his speeches and interventions with great interest. At this book release, my mind goes back to my early years of public life in Andhra Pradesh, when I realized that social service is at the heart of good public service. Social service underlined. I'm in agreement with the words and sentiments of Sri Harivansh ji, my valued colleague in the Rajya Sabha, who has rightly written in his foreword to the book. And I quote, "I must say Dr. Singhvi presents a good example of the unexceptionable and spotless use of underline unexceptionable and spotless use of MP-RAD funds. Such examples show that the MP-RAD initiatives of schemes and ideas behind it are good and desirable. Only abusers and distorters have given it a bad name. The achievements given in this book are truly impressive, which deserve to be emulated, because we must also admit during this occasion there were instances where these MP-RADs were misused. So it's always good to hear the positive stories. And Sri Harivamsaji, being a journalist in his earlier avatar, and also the deputy chairman who oversees the MP-RAD's scheme implementation, is best suited to make a comment on this work. I'm very happy to have Sri Harivamsaji as my colleague, as my deputy, who is conducting the Rajya Sabha in my absence in such a dignified and decent manner. Of course, as the chairman of the House or the panel chairman, one has to be tough in dealing with situations. But we must always go by the rule book as well as the precedents set by our seniors, and he has been doing it. Hence, I have been informed that a seizable amount of rupees 52,810 crores approximately have been spent on MP-RAD schemes since its inception in 1993. As a result, a total of 19 crore and 47,000 works have been completed, and the schemes have helped in creating assets across the country. As was explained by Ghulam Nabi ji, while taking care of the welfare of the people, we must focus more on creating permanent assets. There will be pressure. Even I have come across pressure from my electors, members of legislature who elected us, and also the political party functionaries to which you belongs to, and also general public. But we must see to it that we judiciously use this. One is for social welfare, as was spent by Dr. Singhvi, and also asset creation. Asset creation. That is very much important. I'm happy that the government has put in place third-party monitoring of MP-RAD works for their execution in a transparent manner. While the monitoring reports pointed to some shortcomings in the implementation of the scheme, there are quite a large number of positive conclusions. There are a number of instances where there have been a high degree of involvement of local communities, groups, and sections of the people in the identification of works, facilitates required as per their felt needs. I am sure the third-party monitoring mechanism, coupled with the wisdom and experience of MPs, help streamline the processes for creation of assets through the scheme. I would also like honorable members to remember the call given by the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Bhai Modi to use MP-RAD funds for Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana to develop villages as model villages. Singhvi ji has developed a model village which was praised by Harivamsaji, and members of parliament should go through this publication. I commend to the members of parliament, please go through this publication detailed, understand the good work done, and follow the best examples. This MP RAD scheme was announced basically to empower people's representative by enabling them to serve their constituents. The parliamentary committees too has been making a number of suggestions to further improve it. They have emphasized the need for timely release and proper utilization of funds, as also the need to have a mechanism to monitor the quality of works projects and so that they are timely completed. The need for effective coordination between MPs and administrative authorities was also highlighted. I have the experience of around 90 years, member of parliament, and I could feel myself that even though the MPs are willing to monitor, unless there is a cooperation from the district administration and the top of the state administration, it is not that much easy, because I must confess, there is a lot of flow of funds nowadays. So for some of these officers, these amounts are not big. So priority-wise, while we are seeing the implementation of the works, sometimes these things do not get adequate attention. Though there are district magistrates who have taken a lot of interest and are seeing to it that the recommendations made by honorable members of parliament are followed in true spirit. It's very important for the MP to follow up with the authorities concerned to ensure that there are no bottlenecks in the timely execution of the projects and their fruits reach the people. I'm happy to note that Sri Singhvi has been quite successful in ensuring that the scheme is implemented in its letter and spirit. I wish Dr. Abhishek Singhvi many more productive years of service to the nation. I also compliment Dr. K.N. Bhandari for his efforts, comparison of the MP RAD initiatives of Dr. Abhishek Singhvi in his book titled Parliamentary Messenger, Rajasthan. I hope that this book will serve as a guide for all the stakeholders involved in the developmental works under MP RADs. I would like to focus on one issue, lastly, that the members of parliament, they must be like role models for others, public representatives, both in conduct, in contribution, in attending parliament, in making valuable suggestions, including criticism, and upholding the dignity and decency of the parliament. Because nowadays we are seeing the level of debates sometimes undermines. And the impression about politicians and particular people's representatives going down in the eyes of the people. And we, members of parliament, we should set better examples. And we must remember the great contribution made by our forefathers, the constitutional makers, and the contribution made by veteran parliamentarians those days, and see to it that we also uphold the dignity and decency and do our duty to the best of our knowledge, one. And secondly, we must also move among the people, reach them, be available to them anytime, and focus our attention and guide them also in developmental needs of the people. Nowadays, unfortunately, populism is taking over. What is required is development. What is required is empowerment of the people. What is required is skill upgradation. What is required is see that the funds reach people, and the promises made by the government or the party in power are delivered to the people without delay or dilution or diversion. Delay, dilution, and diversion. The members of parliament can play a great role in this, and I hope that this publication of the health and education initiatives, both are vital, health and education. I was telling some friends today, the governments must focus more on health and education, less on populism. Popular, if you spend more on education and health, you will be undoubtedly popular. There are many examples like that. I once again compliment Dr. Abhishek Singhvi for his contribution, and also compliment Dr. K.N. Bandari for bringing out this, and also would like to compliment all other colleagues who have all joined together. There is nothing political in this. It is public service that made all of us to join together. This unity in serving the people, in maintaining standards, should be the hallmark of our public life in the coming days. I hope that all of us will be following and setting up good examples. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Honorable Vice President, sir, for your kind words of wisdom. Sir, your words of how the members of parliament should be role models, and how delay, dilution, and diversion, the 3 Ds that you have given us, should not impair at any point of time our public life and public work, are truly inspirational and extremely heart-touching, sir. As usual, with a very few words, you have touched the hearts of all the viewers this evening by giving us this new direction and this new focus. Honorable sir, as is on the schedule, that you have some prior engagements and that you would be leaving after your address this evening, sir. We are privileged to have you in our midst. We thank you for your generous presence, your kind consent to launch this book this evening, sir, and for all the words that has truly inspired us and will continue to inspire us in the days to come. And a special word of thanks for giving us this direction, sir. With these, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Vice President of India will be departing, and the Honorable Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Shri Harivansh ji, will preside. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your kind patience. The Honorable Vice President of India has left for another engagement, and at this time we have the Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Shri Harivansh ji, presiding. I take this opportunity now to move on to the next agenda of this wonderful evening. I take this opportunity to invite one of India's finest ministers, a man who is known for his excellence and perfection in Parliament and in the government, for building consensus and his all-encompassing leadership. He is our guest of honor this evening, the leader of the Rajya Sabha and Union Minister, Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji. I request Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji to kindly address us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji. Sir, you are on mute, sir. You're on mute, sir. Thawarchand ji, you are on mute. I think you need to unmute it, sir.
Okay.
Thawarchand ji, you are on mute, sir. Sir, you need to unmute yourself. Can you hear me? आप सुन पा रहे हैं? Gehlot जी, अभी आपका माइक्रोफोन म्यूट पे है. थोड़ा अनम्यूट कर दें, प्लीज. थावर चंद जी, आपका माइक्रोफोन म्यूट पे है, हम लोग सुन नहीं पा रहे हैं आपको। आप कृपया अनम्यूट कर दें, कोई उनके ऑफिस में हो जो अनम्यूट कर दे माइक्रोफोन को, प्लीज। आई थिंक थावर चंद जी का कनेक्शन टूट गया है। So while we wait, I have this privilege at this point of time, as we wait for Shri Thawar Chand ji to again reconnect. We have with us, ladies and gentlemen, Shri Derek O'Brien ji, who has connected and wants to speak at this point of time. Derek ji, can you hear us? If yes, could you just say a hello? Derek ji? I think Derek ji wanted to connect and speak to us right away. Derek ji, are you there? I think Derek ji is not available at this moment. So we will continue moving forward, and as Shri Derek O'Brien ji and Shri Thawar Chand Gehlot ji rejoin with us, and I think because of some technical issues, Shri Thawar Chand Gehlot ji's audio could not be received. At this point of time, I take this opportunity to move forward in this program and want to invite a very special guest that we have this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure and privilege to invite our special guest of honor and Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Shri Harivansh ji, for delivering his address. Shri Harivansh ji is an intellectual par excellence. His literary pursuits and his parliamentary brilliance has always been a wonderful experience to behold. Sorry?
After I've heard all the speeches, ask your guys if they can see me. Ask your guys if they can see me. I am unmuted, boss. I can see myself. How can your guys not see me? Blue kurta, just ask your guys. He just told me, sir, I can see you.
Okay. Derek ji, Derek ji, can you hear us? May I request Shri Harivansh ji to proceed with the address, and then as soon as Derek ji connects with us, we will continue. So Harivansh ji, request.
इस पुस्तक का लोकार्पण कर अभी गए भारत के उपराष्ट्रपति, राज्यसभा के सभापति आदरणीय एम वेंकैया नायडू जी, राज्यसभा में नेता और केंद्रीय मंत्री आदरणीय थावर चंद गहलोत जी, राज्यसभा में नेता प्रतिपक्ष आदरणीय गुलाम नबी आजाद जी, और देश के जाने माने ज्यूरिस्ट और बहुत प्रखर अद्भुत वक्ता, और इस पुस्तक का श्रेय जिन्हें आदरणीय गुलाम नबी जी ने आज का दुल्हा कहा, डॉक्टर अभिषेक सिंघवी जी, और बहुत प्रखर ढंग से, बेहतर ढंग से चीजों को रखने वाले संसद में हमारे युवा साथी डॉक्टर सस्मित पात्रा जी, टीएमसी के हमारे प्रखर सांसद भाई डेरिक ओब्रायन जी, जिनकी आवाज बीच बीच में हम सुन पा रहे हैं, और इस वेबिनार से जुड़े सभी माननीय सांसदगण, मीडिया के बंधुओं और भाइयों, सबसे पहले मैं डॉक्टर अभिषेक सिंघवी जी को बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं इस एक बात के लिए कि जो पब्लिक परसेप्शन इस देश में एमपी-लैड फंड को लेकर रहा है, उस पर कोई प्रमाणिक पुस्तक इस तरह का काम लेकर सामने आए जिससे वो पब्लिक परसेप्शन दूर हो कि कैसे श्रेष्ठ काम एमपी-लैड फंड के माध्यम से होते रहे, वह काम डॉक्टर सिंघवी जी ने किया है। मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि ये मेरी दृष्टि में वन ऑफ द बेस्ट स्टोरीज ऑफ एमपी-लैड स्कीम, और ये किसी का नजीर होगा मैं तो यह जोड़ना चाहूंगा कि सभी सांसदों के साथ साथ जहां तक संभव हो सके हमारे विधायकों के बीच में ये पहुंचना चाहिए। वजह यह है कि बहुत सारे जगहों पर अलग अलग अच्छे प्रयास होते हैं, जैसे आदरणीय गुलाम नबी जी ने बताया कैसे एसेट्स क्रिएट होते हैं, हमारे आदरणीय उपराष्ट्रपति जी ने बताया, पर वो परसेप्शन जो बना हुआ है वो दूर करने का काम, जो 400 उल्लेखनीय काम आदरणीय सिंघवी जी ने जिस प्रयास से राजस्थान में और राजस्थान के उन हिस्सों में किया है जो एक तरह से विकास की रोशनी से थोड़े दूर है दक्षिण राजस्थान के, इसलिए यह एक सचमुच लोगों के परसेप्शन बदलने के लिए भी मॉडल बुक है। और इसके लिए मैं डॉक्टर के भंडारी जी को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि यह पुस्तक लिखने और इसके जरिए डॉक्टर सिंघवी जी के व्यक्तित्व और कामों को उन्होंने पब्लिक डोमेन में लाया। जो रिमार्केबल काम जो आदरणीय उपराष्ट्रपति जी ने कहा, एजुकेशन, हेल्थ और सोशल सेक्टर और रेलवे प्लेटफॉर्म से लेकर के और खासतौर से मैं देख रहे हैं डायलिसिस वगैरह के जो काम उन इलाकों में जहां लोगों को डायलिसिस पाने के लिए क्या मुसीबत झेलनी पड़ती थी, हम लोग आज भी देखते हैं गांवों में क्या परेशानी होती है, उन जगहों पर डॉक्टर सिंघवी जी ने काम किया। यह प्रेरक है, नजीर है और निश्चित तौर से जो पब्लिक परसेप्शन इंटरनेट फंड को लेकर बना हुआ था वो बहुत सारी चीजों से दूर होती है। पब्लिक यूटिलिटीज के अन्य काम भी, जिसमें इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, पॉल्यूशन कंट्रोल, ट्राइबल वेलफेयर, एनिमल वेलफेयर जैसे सारे महत्वपूर्ण सार्वजनिक कामों पर उनकी निगाह गई है। इसीलिए मैं उनकी सूझबूझ और पारदर्शिता की प्रशंसा करता हूं। मैं पुनः कहना चाहूंगा कि सिंघवी जी ने लेटर और स्पिरिट में, जैसा हमारे आदरणीय उपराष्ट्रपति जी ने कहा, यह काम करके धरातल पर स्कीम को लागू किया है और यह इस स्कीम के अच्छे नजीरों में से है जो लोगों के अंदर, बार बार मैं इस बात को कहता हूं क्योंकि अभी भी पब्लिक परसेप्शन है। मैंने एक सरकारी रिपोर्ट पढ़ी, ऑडिट की रिपोर्ट पढ़ी, जिसमें कई तरह की चीजें आज भी उठाए जाते हैं। उन सबको दूर करने और लोगों के बेहतरी कल्याण के लिए जितना सशक्त ढंग से काम आदरणीय सिंघवी जी ने किया है वह एक माइलस्टोन है हम सबके लिए। मैं एक चीज और कहना चाहूंगा, मैं जब पत्रकारिता में आया मुंबई में, तब से डॉक्टर सिंघवी जी के परिवार के बारे में जानता। मेरा कोई व्यक्तिगत परिचय नहीं रहा, पर आपके पिताजी जिन यशस्वी संपादकों के साथ मैंने काम किया टाइम्स में, अगे जी, डॉक्टर धर्मवीर भारती, उनसे उनके नजदीक के संबंध थे। वो डिप्लोमेट, पार्लियामेंट्रियन और खासतौर से सांस्कृतिक चीजों पर इस संपन्न दृष्टि के थे। डॉक्टर हजारी प्रसाद द्विवेदी जैसे मनीषी जो गुरुदेव के साथ रहे थे शांति निकेतन में, अद्भुत उनका रिश्ता था उनके साथ, प्रश्न का, बातचीत का, वो मुझे पढ़ने जानने को और एक दो बात उनको सुनने का भी मौका मिला। और मैं जब संसद में आया तो मैंने आग्रह किया सिंघवी साहब से कि मैं लक्ष्मीधर जी की चीजों को और मैं पढ़ना और जानना चाहता हूँ। मैं कृतज्ञ हूं कि उन्होंने एक एक चीज मुझे भेजी, कुछ मेरे पास पहले से भी थी। और उस चीज को, उस गौरव, उस परंपरा को कैसे हमारे सिंघवी जी बढ़ाते हैं, कम से कम संसद में मैं कह सकता हूं जब भी वो बोलते हैं किसी विषय पर इतना सारगर्भित, इस कोहेरेंट शैली में, मुस्कुराता चेहरा, फुल ऑफ फैक्ट्स, चीजों को बड़ी शालीनता के साथ, मर्यादा के साथ, मुझे लगता है कि इस तरह के डिबेट्स और बढ़े तो हमारी पार्लियामेंट की जो पुराने दिनों की हम बात करते हैं वो यश और गौरव निश्चित तौर पर लौटेगा। मैं इस पुस्तक के लिए पुनः उन्हें धन्यवाद देता हूं, उनके स्वास्थ्य और सफल जीवन की कामना करता हूं। वो इसी तरह और चीजों को हमारे सामने एक प्रेरणा के उदाहरण के तौर पर लेकर आते रहेंगे। मुझे इस अवसर पर जुड़ने और इस पुस्तक की भूमिका लिखने का उन्होंने अवसर दिया, इसके लिए भी मैं डॉक्टर सिंघवी जी का बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। और भाई हमारे डेरिक ओब्रायन जी भी जुड़ गए हैं और थावरचंद जी, तो मैं आप सबको अब सुनना चाहूंगा। बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, Honorable Deputy Chairman, Rajya Sabha, Shri Harivansh ji, for your kind wisdom and for throwing more light, and especially a warm thanks for the foreword that you have written on this wonderful book, sir. We thank you so much for your presence. It's indeed a pleasure and a privilege that today we have two guests who have just joined us. Shri Derek O'Brien ji, MP Rajya Sabha and leader of the Trinamool Congress. He's joined us, and we had Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji, Honorable leader of the Rajya Sabha and Union Minister. He was just starting to speak when the microphone was muted. I now request Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji, बीच में छूट गया था, संपर्क अब फिर जुड़ गया है. Sir, you were starting to speak. May I now request you to continue with your speech and address us, sir, this evening.
पार्लियामेंट्री मैसेंजर इन राजस्थान के करता और आज के हीरो आदरणीय अभिषेक सिंघवी जी, इस समारोह के मुख्य अतिथि भारत के उपराष्ट्रपति आदरणीय वेंकैया नायडू जी, राज्यसभा में उपसभापति आदरणीय हरिवंश जी, राज्यसभा में नेता प्रतिपक्ष आदरणीय गुलाम नबी आजाद जी, आदरणीय श्री डेरेक ओब्रायन जी, श्री के.एन. भंडारी साहब और मंच का संचालन कर रहे सस्मित पात्रा जी, अन्य महानुभाव। मैं अभिषेक सिंघवी जी को 1996 से ठीक से जानने लगा हूं। जब से मैं सांसद बन के आया, कोर्ट के माध्यम से जो बहस करते थे या उनकी बहस के बाद जो फैसला होता था, समाचार पत्रों में पढ़ता था, टीवी में देखता था और अच्छे लायर के रूप में पहचानता था। परंतु आज मुझे पता लगा कि वो लेखन में विश्वास करते हैं, लेखन भी करते हैं और जो करते हैं उसको लिपिबद्ध करने में भी विश्वास करते हैं। एक अच्छे सांसद के रूप में उन्होंने सांसद निधि का सदुपयोग किया, सत्कार्य में लगाया, बुनियादी आवश्यकताओं की पूर्ति करने में सांसद निधि का उपयोग किया है। निश्चित रूप से ये उनका कृत्य प्रशंसनीय होकर के प्रेरणादायी है। वास्तव में सभी सांसद अगर इस प्रकार का करने लगे कि संसदीय क्षेत्र में सांसद निधि का उपयोग करके उसकी जानकारी जनता तक पहुंचाए, तो सांसद निधि का सार्थक होना निश्चित है। आज के इस अवसर पर मैं हमारे उपसभापति महोदय और भारत के उपराष्ट्रपति जी का उद्बोधन होने के बाद कुछ और अधिक बोलूं, इसकी आवश्यकता नहीं है। मैं अभिषेक सिंघवी जी को बधाई देता हूं, शुभकामनाएं देता हूं, उनके उज्जवल भविष्य की कामना करता हूं और आग्रह करता हूं ऊपर वाले से कि वो उसी प्रकार से सुखी, समृद्ध और दीर्घायु लेकर के जनता की सेवा करने का काम करते रहें। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you so much, Honorable Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji, for your kind time and your presence. And though there were certain technical difficulties, sir, it was very kind of you to rejoin back again within a very short time and grace us with your kind words and your presence, sir. We're deeply grateful to you, sir. We have with us Shri Derek O'Brien ji, MP Rajya Sabha and leader of the Trinamool Congress in the Rajya Sabha. He is one of the most articulate, expressive, assertive, and knowledgeable parliamentarians of our country, who is widely followed and always looked up to. With these words, may I request Shri Derek O'Brien ji to kindly grace us this evening with his kind words of wisdom and in his remarks. Shri Derek O'Brien ji.
Good evening,
Harivansh ji, Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha. Good evening, Gehlot ji, Mantri ji. Good evening, Leader of the Opposition in Rajya Sabha, Ghulam Nabi ji. Good evening, Sashmit. Thank you for that introduction. Good evening, Abhishek and everyone else here. Have I left anybody out by mistake? No.
Shri K.N. Bhandari ji, who is the author of the book.
Right, Mr. Bhandari. And Abhishek has broken all records for me today. I've never been stood up for 1 hour and 1 minute on mute, but there was obviously a problem with some connection. Well, Abhishek has managed to do a lot of things. We had a cricket captain in school who would always say, I may go to bat now, but I'd end up number 11. So I'm getting used to this. Congratulations to Mr. Bhandari also. Congratulations to Abhishek for doing a few things which parliamentarians today cannot do. For example, Abhishek has managed to get more than leaders from 12 parties to write a citation at the back of the book. If you ask most MPs today in Parliament, you will get maybe 3 or 4, and in some cases, you won't even get one from your own party. The rate things are going. But this is wonderful. And I think, Abhishek, thank you for actually sharing this goodwill. And there are so many people in Parliament who can learn that, you know, you can have political rivalry, you can have, but there are no political enemies. We can have a decent relationship, we can have dignity in our debate, and it doesn't have to become so bitter, it doesn't have to become so personal. Abhishek, for me, since I haven't honestly read what's in the book, I think to me, this is the biggest learning, that one day maybe every parliamentarian can do this. I think this is the most important learning for me today. And I think the other learning which comes across in all that Abhishek does is that we respect our peers because of their skill sets. And Abhishek's skill sets are well known as a legal mind, as a speaker, as a thinker, as a doer. And I'm not going to make a long speech, but I also want to use this opportunity, if I may, to say not a farewell, but au revoir till we meet again to Ghulam Nabi ji, who has been with us for so many years in Parliament. And I know his term is coming to an end. This term is coming to an end in a few days, and I'm sure it won't be long before he comes back. But Ghulam Nabi ji, since you're here, I thought I'd use this opportunity. And, you know, the other reason I was really hyper and upset in the last 59 minutes because I wasn't getting through, because Abhishek is a colleague of mine from Rajya Sabha, or that we often chat even on non-political issues, but he is not an MP from any other state. We are both MPs from Bengal. Okay, we are both MPs from Bengal, and I hope in his next book, since he's an MP from Bengal also, I hope he gets inspired, Mr. Bhandari, inspired to do one more book like this on Bengal. And I dare say, I don't know whether Abhishek wants me to let the secret out, but I must. I do remember when the voting took place in Rajya Sabha, the Congress didn't have enough of the seats. So we were very happy. And Mamata Banerjee was more than delighted when the name Abhishek Singhvi came from the Congress party. Abhishek, we wish you wonderful in all you do. Mr. Bhandari, may you do more books like these. You can perhaps do more. The only problem is some of us will have a problem writing the sequel to this book, because for 2 years we have no MP-led funds. But that's another story. A very good evening. In spite of the bad connection here, the bad connection has got nothing to do with Calcutta. I think I messed up technically. Thank you very, very much. Harivansh ji, warm greetings to you again. Gehlot ji, warm greetings to you again. Ghulam Nabi ji, warm greetings. And Sashmit, I must end by saying, you could look at this as a side, side business for yourself. You make a very, very good MC. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Derek ji, for your kind words. And it's really inspiring to see that how tenacious you are, that though being stood up by technology for 59 minutes, you still ensured that the technology had to bow down to you. That shows how tenacious and how persevering you are. So all the very best in the coming crusades in the few months in West Bengal for you. All the very best. Thank you so much for joining us. I take this opportunity to now invite Shrikant Bhandari ji, who is not only the president of Sri Oswal Singh Sabha, but also is the author of this book, and his intellectual richness, his literary excellence reflects through every page and every word of this book. So may I now request Shrikant Bhandari ji for his concluding remarks as the book's author, please. Shri Bhandari ji.
Distinguished guests and friends, it has been my absolute pleasure and privilege to be a part of this event. One of the privileges of the last speaker of a book launch event is that he is not required to say about the rationale and content of the book, as previous speakers have already spoken about it, and I know that they are many times more competent than me to pass judgment on the relevance and importance of the effort. Thanks to each one of you for your very kind words. The idea of publishing the book had struck when I learned about various initiatives undertaken by Dr. Singhvi in the area of health and education in relatively underdeveloped districts of Western Rajasthan. I continue to believe that such initiatives need to be celebrated and made widely known for others to emulate. He created the major fields of education and health where MPLAD funds could be more effectively utilized to serve the poor and underprivileged population of selected districts, underdeveloped districts of Marwar. We would like to place on record our deep sense of gratitude for his love and concern for the people of Marwar. I am grateful to the Honorable Vice President of India who kindly consented to release the book and also blessed the contribution of Dr. Singhvi in reaching to the last man in the queue. I am also grateful to the guest of guest of honor, Honorable Sri Gehlot, Leader of Rajya Sabha, special guest of honor, Honorable Sri Harivansh ji, Deputy Chairman, Rajya Sabha, and to the distinguished parliamentarians, Dr. Patra, Sri Derek O'Brien, and Sri Ghulam Nabi Azad, for finding their time in their busy schedule and agreeing to bless a sincere effort to apprise people at large the fascinating journey of Dr. Singhvi's welfare initiatives. The nation as a whole, and Marwar in particular, is proud of Dr. Singhvi. He has brought great honor and recognition to the place of his birth by the enormous contribution in nation building. A few words about Dr. Singhvi have been incorporated in the book so that the younger generation get inspired by his multi-dimensional personality. I am happy to announce that with a view to reach to the Hindi-speaking population of Marwar, a Hindi version of the book is getting ready and will be launched shortly by the Honorable Chief Minister of Rajasthan. I am grateful to Dr. Singhvi for his support to this endeavor. My thanks are also due to Sri Subesh Singh Rajpurohit for his tireless efforts in collating the information incorporated in the book. Thank you all the participants all over India and the honorable guests this evening who have graced this occasion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sri Bhandari ji. Thank you all for being here. I'm very happy to declare this virtual book release closed. Thank you. Namaskar.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर, थैंक यू सो मच।